So put that in here. Gonna take an axe with me this time, just because I am trying to get more loot from down there. So let me recover some health here. So okay, let's go back. Oh, see. Okay, so let's go back and get this loot. No, unfortunately not. I mean, it would be nice if it worked that way, but I mean, microplastic is a thing in real life. I wish it would. It would be so much easier if trash wasn't such an issue in our society. But yeah, we are living in a wasteful world. Okay, wolf. I hear you. Oh yeah, of course. Oh, I hear you. Oh. Come on. Ah! Okay. Yeah. So. I mean, politicians probably think like that, that if you put the stuff into a hole and it disappears. I mean, we do that with nuclear waste. We just hope that it disappears if we leave it long enough alone. Um, uh, where's my corpse? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's an old show. If you know Futurama, there is a joke about that in the 21st century, so around our time, they had so much waste that they basically sent it into space. And they were like, yeah, we don't have to worry about that for forever. And then the meteorite is just being struck by another object, and the whole orbit of the trash just yeah, brings it back to Earth. Oh, this time. Yeah, not this time. So. I mean, I think uranium. I don't know. It's there's one metal that actually lets you determine the age of Earth based on the half-time life of the metal, which decays into lead at the end of its cycle. So the pure existence of lead in our world gives us an indication how old Earth actually is, so that the science can say that it's roughly the 4.5 billion years or so. Just because they were able to calculate that based on this specific isotope. Oh, there's a moose somewhere. I know. I mean, I like science. It is very interesting how much you can actually learn from science. It's crazy, I know. I wish they would teach that in school. I mean, I already have I'm already past my half-time life expectancy, so no. But there's let's put it this way. I mean, I have a few rotations witnessed on this planet, and I still learn something new every day, and it's mind-boggling to if you think about that, how complex the world actually is. That I don't know. I think people. I don't know. Maybe they take life too too easy to understand how difficult life actually can be, because you have so many things in this world that you only learn by actually witnessing them, and there's so much you can only witness in the limited life you have. So that is something what I find very interesting overall. So let's see. Ooh, that is broken. Let me get one torch here, so I see actually something. Put that in here. Wait, wasn't there a block here? Let me get a block. Put that. So, we went in here already. I take those copper chains. And anything else in here? I don't think there's anything. Usually there's nothing in here besides the bed. So, oh, actually, here, I take the copper knife so I can get rid of my obsidian knife here. And I take the cleaver here for later. So, I'm gonna take this here. So, have a quick look here. Ooh, 10. I mean, that was what we were originally looking for. So, lucky me, I would say. And it's medium, so we're definitely gonna get some tin bronze from this. So, random accidents lead you to something. No, but seriously, I think it's I like nature, especially because nature is so diverse in a lot of aspects, like about how life evolves, how nature actually interacts with each other. I mean, we as humans, we see each other as like a superior life form, but technically we're just not that important in a grander scale of life on this planet. I mean, how long are we around in the way we have evolved over thousands of years? Like, I don't know, maybe 100,000 years, if at all. So, and that is just like, I don't know, one scientist put it like this, that if you would have the planet in like divided in like 24 hours from the Big Bang to today, humanity wouldn't have entered this timeline before like 1 minute before midnight. So we are kind of like, yeah, very unimportant in a grander scale. I don't know. It depends probably on some aspects, depending on what environment you actually live in. Take those gears. Here, some rods and gears. Any? Nope. No. I mean, in like 50,000 years ago, I would probably agree with you to have a more animalistic features to survive in this world. But nowadays, I mean, today it doesn't say for nothing brain over brawn, because you're gonna need your intelligence nowadays way more, even though you could also argue that there are a lot of people, they don't really use what they have. So yeah, it's sometimes a little bit ironic how little people actually use what they have. So let's see. I know the wheel is currently I don't know your colleagues, but but in general, I would say we have this. Ooh, yeah. Okay. That is that a different one? Oh, that is a different one. Okay. Okay. We don't have any letters with us. How close are those? Okay, more chains. Can't take that at the moment. Let me mark that here. Dungeon at 89. So, up, red, save. So, oh, okay. Okay, we have to go the way back we came. This way. I mean, I don't want to call people. No, wait. I don't want to call people stupid, because that would be a very ignorant person. Because even I, as come on. So, because let's put it this way, I know for myself that there is enough in this world I don't know a thing about. So the fact that I am aware that there are more things that I don't know about makes it a fact that makes it a fact that I am aware of my surroundings and the okay. Um, uh, let's go quickly up. I know that much that I am not solely in this world to do things that I would understand. I would just be extremely ignorant of myself to say I'm all knowing, because I'm not. So do I have something on my back? No. Okay. I'm gonna take this chest here on. Let's see. Put this here. Take this on my back. So I'm gonna bring that up first. Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. If you're very oblivious around your of your surroundings, then you're far more easily in the belief that there is something that is giving you a point of view where you can say, uh, "I'm superior to this world because I am on top of the food chain." No, we're not really on the top of the food chain if we are barehanded. Like, if we are barehanded, we would not survive the encounter with a wolf or any other predator in this world. We would not be able to survive that. We are only able to survive such encounters because we have tools. The tools are that make us the top predator or the top of the food chain, but not our own physical abilities. And that is the fallacy in that moment. And yeah, I don't know. It's easy to get the impression as someone to say, yeah, nothing can harm me. I think. Oh yeah, Vintage Story actually displays this very nice, because if I don't have anything, yeah. Yep, see? Even with the tool, I am not the apex predator in this scenario. And this makes me stupid in that moment because I think I can beat the wolf. And the fact that my tools are not good enough to do so are speaking to that. But there's a movie I really like as a reference to that whole situation. It's almost 20 years. It's 20 years old actually. It's called Idiocracy. Um the movie is like 20 years old, and I still think that someone from the future actually traveled to the past and made that movie as a criticism of society in today's life. Oh, I'm gonna swim around those two. Um, because if you haven't watched that movie, I highly recommend you to watch it. The movie to give you a bridged version, the movie takes place in the year 2004, I think, and they have a special military project where they want to cryo-freeze people. And for that matter, they are looking for the two most average people in the world, and they end up with a soldier who has an IQ of 100, so average. He's not smart, he's not stupid. So yeah, and they basically freeze them. So let me, yeah. So yeah. And they wake up like a few thousand years later. So kind of a little bit like Futurama, but more stupid. And the world they wake up is literally like people got really stupid, and they got so stupid to that point where they they were so stupid that people didn't even know the basic things. They would hydrate their crops with energy drinks because advertisement suggested them it got electrolytes. So, and people were so consumed by the messages they received from the media that they would just repeat those sentences. So they would say then, so yeah, it's good for the soil because it got electrolytes. That's what they say on television. So, and that is exactly that. If you are being too yeah, sure, I will type that in chat. Let me just get away from those two wolves that are still prying here, so we can actually get some of the stuff to the base. I really want to smelt tin today, so we can actually get some progress here. I mean, I've been cave diving a lot today. And 1 second. So 1 second. So actually we just do it like this because people on YouTube don't see the chat. So I'm gonna do that here with Idiocracy. So there. That's the name of the movie. You should see it now in an overlay. I'm just gonna leave it there for a moment until I'm back at base. But yeah, it was a comedy in 2004 when it was released. Nowadays, I just see it as a warning from the past because it's so ridiculous in certain aspects. Like there's a president of the United States that is completely driven by the media, and he's going for slangs and yeah, guns and like really over the top. And I see very many similarities to a certain orange man, where I say this hits way too close to home when you think about the whole situation. And yeah, it's scary to see that in that moment. Where did I put them? Okay, there. So that makes the whole situation very scary. So let me turn it off again. So And yeah, I really recommend kind of. I mean, we we have so many technical advancements in our life. We can live with all the knowledge we have in the palm of our hands. Our mobile phones are so close to us that we even forget that we're using them because we are so uh, focused on them. And I think that is something really dangerous. Um, so let me uh, break down the cassiterite here so we can actually start smelting. Where did I put the hammer? Um, oh, there. And I mean, I see it from multiple angles. I mean, in Germany, I would say we have kind of a good government. It's not perfect. It could be worse, to be honest, but it could definitely be better. Uh, you probably have. I mean, I get a little bit of the Dutch politics. I know that there's currently the far right is currently leading, but they had to retract Wilders, so put someone else in place. Like I said, I only get some of the politics from the Netherlands sparsely because I'm more concerned with German politics. So let's see, we got malachite here. Put that in here. We got some. Do we have some copper here? We should have some copper. Oh yeah, right. The copper is outside. So, but yeah, I'm currently very scared of the fact how German politics are evolving. So, do I actually have ingot molds? Oh no, I don't. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna melt. We're gonna have to make some molds. So not gonna take that much. 215. So okay, there. That's two ingots. And I'm gonna put the cassiterite in here. So put that in here. Should probably make some. Yeah, I can't. I need a saw first. And yeah, I don't know. I would see myself as I don't know, maybe I would say left leaning, but only leaning. I don't know, I would say centrist to liberal left, so somewhere in the middle. So I wouldn't consider myself far left because I don't know, if you go too much into the extremes, I think you lose objectivity in certain topics. No, moderate, I wouldn't say. I would definitely consider myself more liberal, on the liberal side, but not too far left. So I see both sides of the whole problem. Like, you have things that are just there. You can't have always everything. That it just doesn't work, because there are things in life, they just don't work the way you want it. And yeah, if I see things like politics, it's a hot topic because you never know who you're talking about or who you're talking with about this, and it makes the whole situation so complicated. And yeah, I don't know. I I see how politics have evolved in the United States over the past 20 years, from my personal involvement with people I know from the United States. I have former co-workers over there. I lived myself in California for half a year, so I'm very much aware of the life differences of or the living differences in each country. So I lived in California for half a year. I lived in the Netherlands for a year. I lived in Ireland for 3 years, and I lived in the UK for almost a year. So I do have different aspects of my of life. It's just that a lot of people don't understand that things are different uh, everywhere in the world. You're not. Thank you. Um, uh, it it is very difficult to grasp the complexity of someone who has never been somewhere else. Like, if you've never left your country, you would not really be aware of what is going on in another country because you never lived there. Sure, you can see what's on the news, but that doesn't explain how people actually live there for real. Because I know so many people, they say, "Oh, it's so much better over there," and I say like, "Oh, you've been there?" "No, no, no, no. I saw that on television." It's like, that is nothing compared. I mean, how do you? I mean, there's television is all nice and good. You can see a lot of things on television that make life really interesting and exciting, but it's sorry, it's the danger of where are my tongs? Uh, it's the danger of overestimating the reality of everything in life. Where did I leave my tongs? Oh, there. So, and that makes it really makes it a fallacy. People say, "Yeah, I've seen that on television." So, and it's like, yeah, so they only showed the good stuff. Yeah, so because people think, yeah, everything is nice and dandy over there. No, you have a racial bias in several countries. It is even in in the Netherlands. When I lived there, there was certain uh, prejudice about people of from different countries. Like, as an expat in the Netherlands, I even faced some criticism for the fact that, as a German, why am I there? It's like, I am working here. I pay my taxes like you. The only difference is that I wasn't able to vote. So, because I didn't have citizen status. I was just working and paying taxes there. So, but the same happens, or worse things happens if you go to the United States. There are people in the United States. They pay taxes, they have the citizenship, they live there, and they're not allowed to vote. And it's like, why are you still there? And the simple answer is poverty. People are too poor to actually leave the country where they actually can't make their vote count because they're not allowed to vote. And that is something uh, what people do not understand. If they have this this shiny view of the world, it just shows you how superficial people are. Like, they just see the shiny things on top. I was never in Los Angeles, for example. Even though I lived in California, I lived in Silicon Valley, so pretty far north, close to San Francisco, about maybe 45 minutes drive by car. And the furthest south I went was Montreux. And I never went further. And it's still about 200 or 300 miles to Los Angeles or Santa Barbara. So it's a very vast country. And yeah, if I see Germany, technically you can drive from the North Sea to Bavaria 800 kilometers. You can do that in a day. That is nothing. So we are a small country compared to the United States, but we still have such a great difference between our countries. Especially, I don't know, put it in let me get something to eat here quick. For living, and I mean, the Netherlands, they have their healthcare system. Germany has their healthcare system, and generally I am very happy with our healthcare system. It's not perfect, definitely not, but I've seen worse. I've lived in the Netherlands. I wasn't really happy with the system, but it was still better than what you had in Ireland or in the UK. That was worse. I wouldn't want to live with the current system in the UK, because it's just, yeah, it's not acceptable that healthcare is that bad. I'm ranting already too much again about politics. I don't want to. But yeah, now I got into that. No, life is just really unfair when it comes to certain aspects, and I get why people are unhappy sometimes with things that happen, and they think they have no control about it. Yeah, it's not. I think it's not about being controversial. It's more about the fact that people think that everything is supposed to be peachy, and here that is, unfortunately, that is not the case. Otherwise, no one in this world would be starving, everyone would be happy, and we would all be singing Kumbaya. So the fact that we don't shows how different culture and living is in each country. And yeah, I say a lot I don't know, because there are so many things I really don't know. I wouldn't even know how to fix certain things, because I lack insight on some aspects. I don't know. I think Kumbaya is like, I think it's African. Uh, I think it is African origin, that you have it's it's supposed to have some peaceful meaning to it. I don't know. Like, I would have to check but I think it is something out of African tradition, and uh, and our society it's like Hakuna Matata, uh, or with "Don't worry, be happy." We are we're using those phrases so often, and we sometimes don't know what actually is meant by them. Like, who was it? Billy Bob Thornton was "Don't worry, be happy," if I remember correctly. And in the time that he wrote that, there was, I think, a lot of political and cultural differences. So it's understandable that some people would say they were not happy about political changes in that time. Okay, put that here. So get some straw. Where's the straw?